All right, I got an awesome new box-in package that just arrived here at the studio that I thought I'd unbox for you because that's what I like to do. This comes from Roswell Pro Audio, and this should be the new Delphos microphone. So I have had the Delphos I in the studio for quite a while, and it's become a favorite mic to use on sessions. I use it regularly for recording piano for David Rodgers, amazing jazz pianist. It's become his favorite mic for recording his piano. And I've just used it on a bunch of stuff. It's become the mic of choice for my own vocal track on my record, which I'm working on now. And Matt over at Roswell wanted me to check out the Delphos II, which is the newer version of the Delphos, because I have the one, this is the two. So let's open this up and see what's inside, and I'll show you the differences between the two. Now, just looking at the Delphos on the Roswell Pro Audio site, there's some great testimonials on there too. This is like one of the first videos you see is a video from Greg Wells talking about how the mic just completely blew him away. And I completely agree. I think the Delphos has a remarkable sound quality for a mic, and I really enjoy using it on a lot of stuff. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, get that box out of the way. And here it is. The Delphos is actually a piece of foam. Nope, sorry, never mind. Move that off to the side. All right, cool, here it is, the Delphos II. It's gonna be a little bit of a different look, and it has some more features. I'm not an expert on it yet, so we will find out, but I can show you a few things that we're seeing here. It talks about the vintage tone and frequency response. One of the things Roswell is very particular about, and Matt, is very serious about, is not overhyping his microphones that he designs. So he likes to have, got a train coming in the background. He likes to create mics that have a natural top end, so that when you begin to layer things in your recordings, it doesn't you don't get that ice pick in the ear sound, which is pretty cool. And the Delphos is definitely great for that. It's a high output, so there is a 10 dB pad on this mic, and I believe it's the same on the Delphos II. So you can pad it down for input if you're trying to record drums and things, but also high output. Look, it says it goes to 11, very nice. And then this is a multi-pattern. So with this Delphos II, you get cardioid, omni, and figure 8 polar patterns. So that's one of the big improvements, is that you get added mic pickup patterns. All right, dig it. Let's see what else we got in here. All right, cool. Ooh, it's a nice new box too. Looks like we upgraded the box a little bit that it comes in. Scoot this out of the way. Let me just double check this and see if there's any other features that we wanted to know about on this guy. So yeah, it's a 10 dB pad, like I was saying, for recording high SPL sources, quality circuitry, and a cutaway shock mount too. So that's one of the things that allows you to get it in close. That is the pickup response pattern there, and I believe that's 0, 5 dB, and 10 dB. So we're talking about, like within a 1 dB range, with a little bit of booster on 10K, just a nice gentle one. And then it rolls off probably at about 15K, 16K, something like that. So it's a nice smooth top. This has the U67 capsule in it too. So that's the important feature of it, is that it has the same capsule that you would find in like a Neumann U67 or something like that. Not the exact same manufacturer, but the same style and the same build. All right, so then let's see, anything else? Okay, here's some details right here. So this is the Delphos II. It's a pressure gradient transducer, 34 millimeter large diaphragm design, gold plated, ultra thin mylar. It's again cardioid, omni, figure 8. The frequency range is, like I said, it's from 20 to 16K. Sensitivity 35 millivolts, 200 ohm impedance. I'm not sure what the impedance of most mics is, but I do know that I believe 200 was the impedance matching standard for Abbey Road Studio too. Equivalent noise less than 12 dBA, and of course it takes 48 volt phantom power, and it's an XLR 3-pin output, electronically balanced, so it's transformerless. So that's probably important to know. This does not use an output transformer. It's transformerless, which I think gives you a higher frequency response and a little bit of a cleaner sound. And then that's just dimensions. Cool. Get it out of the bubble wrap here. See what we got. Now these are all hand assembled here in the US at the Roswell Pro Audio factory. So one of the things that Matt does to design these mics and make sure that they sound killer and they're going to work great in your studio is keep the cost way down on the mic manufacturing, but then they make sure that they hand select all the components in the factory or in the assembly factory at Roswell to make sure that everything is, you know, perfectly up to spec with each mic. All right, dig it. Got the little manual here. Get yourself a little Roswell t-shirt. Kind of nice from the merch store. Awesome. And there's a picture of the mic, owner's manual. I don't think we need to dig into that yet. Let's take a look at this thing. Pop this guy open. There's the old case. There's the new case for the Delphos II. Sweet. Oh, it's nice. Wow, it's really like a solidly built mic. This is a really great build quality. That is heavy. That is literally like heavy in my hand. It's very solid. So it's a nice blue finish. This is sort of like this Porsche blue finish that that Matt uses. Let's compare it to the Delphos I, which I believe was also the Porsche blue, maybe a slightly different color though. No, it looks like we stuck with the same color. So there's the Delphos I, lighter mic, smaller build. Delphos II is heavier. It's got the same, pretty much the same finish. Does this look a little bit darker blue than that? I can't tell in the light here. It looks pretty dang close though. The Delphos I, of course, had an option between cardioid and omni or a 10 dB pad. It's already getting like kind of a cool weathered patina on the ring there, which is great from using it for a few years. Just looks authentic and cool. Slightly different grill on the Delphos I. It's got the 10 dB pad here, nothing particularly on the back. Same logo emblem on the front, slightly different mounting screw there, just like, you know, body shape really. It's different. Let's look at this guy. Oh yeah, that's solid, wow. So that's a 10 dB pad, which is switchable. And then over here you've got 3 pickup patterns. You got omni is the circle, and in the middle is cardioid, which you just go to the, whoops, halfway setting. There you go. And then you go up one more for the figure 8, which is right there. So that's all you got to do. So now one thing I know for me is that I absolutely love the sound of the Delphos I. And Matt wanted me to check this out and make it available for you guys to learn more about. And I was like, you know, he was like, send the Delphos back. I was like, dude, I don't know if I want to send the Delphos I back. I love the sound of it. I mean, it's like, if it ain't broke, I don't want to part with it. But I'm very excited to hear what this does. This may sound even better, and it may just have the added features of like the figure 8. Now with the figure 8, of course, I can do things like put this in figure 8, put this above it. Now I've got a mid-side configuration with the cardioid and the figure 8 microphone, which could be a pretty amazing sound for stereo. And let's see what some of the other components are here too. So we've got the shock mount. This is the let's see, how did he call it? He called it the Cutaway shock mount, right? So the Cutaway shock mount basically is designed so that you can put the mic in there. Look, it's got a couple of extra little rubber bands there. Oh, and a nice sleeve for the mic so that you can store the mic like this, which I need to do more of. Maybe that's why I'm getting a little patina on mine. And then this slides right into there. And then you just screw this guy on. Oops. Here we go, screw that guy on. And now it's solidly in the shock mount. You can mount this to your mic stand. This is a great, feels like a really good build design there. So this is it's definitely solid. That's gonna lock pretty easily. Boy, that feels like a really beautiful mic. I gotta say, that feels like a vintage tube mic in the studio. And then of course you got the mic adapter for your mic stands. I think that's for European, I don't know. I don't need it here in the US, so usually I just take these out and then get rid of them. But the point of this is then you can get up close to something. So say this was your guitar amp grill, you can just put the mic right up that close to something, or get close if you're a singer as well, because the shock mount isn't like forcing you to be this far away. You know, you can get close to stuff. So that's really the idea. It's pretty awesome. If you want to check these mics out, learn more about it, I believe the price on the website is about $900 right now, or $899. And you can just order it direct from Roswell, get shipped to you wherever you are. Go to roswellproaudio.com, check it out, and make sure you listen to my episode with Matt McGlynn on Recording Studio Rockstars too. I'll have to go add the episode number and link in the show notes below, and click below in the show notes, and I'll have a link straight to Roswell Pro Audio so you can go check it out. Enjoy, and thanks for watching. Cheers.